Owen Benjamin tried to poison my lasagna. That's how you're going to try and diss someone in a wheelchair? By saying that the wind blew them over? That's your slight jab at me, buddy? Nice try. Must be nice to try and make, jokes like that. Found out about Owen Benjamin and the Unbearables. I can't remember exactly who told me about them. It might have been one of them who had reached out to me, actually. Long story short, in like March of 2018, I was looking to, of course, continue building the show, and I was looking for a group of networkers, kind of like-minded creative conservatives, and I was told about the Unbearables. I found out about Owen through the JRE podcast. To be honest, I wasn't really a big fan of him comedically. Like, I thought he was okay, but he wasn't, great. But I kind of liked what he was doing with the whole, anti-trans kids thing. That really spoke out to me. And in the beginning, the Unbearables seemed to be a great network. People who were doing creative stuff like art and design and podcasting and video production, parody, songs, musicianship, in the case of Chuck Forrest, and just late night streams, which was how I met the original DZ guys. Of course, John Neary was my first interview for the brief period of time I was with the Bears. But here's the thing, Owen's not even a conservative. He's a fucking leftist, posing. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. How dare you! Owen is doing the shit that mass shooters do before they go out and do a school shooting. Here's my manifesto. We need to get rid of the weak people, and I'm not saying he's going to be the one to do this. An Australian man murdered his wife with a pair of scissors, stabbed her in the chest. This is a warning to the general public about Owen Benjamin. We warned you. How dare you!
Must be nice.
According to him, the goat urinated on him first, in front of Amy.
all this gay talk is pissing off my German Shepherd.
Now, smooth transition. Alright, good evening folks, and welcome to tonight's edition of the Whitfield Report. I am your host, Savage Sammy, broadcasting live from NGC Studios here in South Florida. And if you can see where I'm at, for those of you watching this, you can see that I'm in a different location. I'm in a much brighter location. No, I am not in a hotel. Rather, I'm in the guest room because my room / studio is being recarpeted this weekend into next. So I'm going to be in here where the lighting is much better for right now. So now you guys can see, me in full color, I guess. So anyway, folks, great to be back, and I have some rather unfortunate news for you guys. Apex, well, he didn't quite make it back from his road trip. The title was very misleading. Unfortunately, he perished while drive back, and he was listening to an episode of Come Down, and I guess the podcast was so hilarious that he just lost control. And wait, what's that? Is there someone here?
Ooh. Yeah, that's actually not far from the truth. I almost didn't make it, man. Yeah, hi everybody. Hi Sammy. That's actually not far from the truth, although I didn't ever die. I almost did from laughing, because Come Town comes up with new episodes Wednesdays and Sundays, so I had a couple to catch up on while driving.
That
But yeah, it's good to be back. It was a long trip, but it was much needed. Didn't really do a whole lot exciting. It was just kind of a get the fuck out and away. Yeah, and I did go. I went and saw my dad, who I haven't seen in a few years. And yeah, I mean it's about a 4-hour drive one way, but I have an in between. One of my good old friends lives right about the midway point, so I stopped there on the way up, spent the night with him, went to a fucking dispensary, weed dispensary. I've never been to one of those. Bought some incredibly overpriced, but really fancy weed.
yeah.
Uh, and then I saw the world's tallest flagpole in Sheboygan. 7,200 square foot flag, which it's huge, but that's about the most exciting thing that happened for me, honestly.
Well, I
Throughout the
mean
trip.
that actually, if you're into like road tripping and whatnot, I'm sure there are people that are fascinated by flagpoles like that. So yeah,
Well,
that
it
was
it
cool.
it doesn't sound like much, but when you're driving down the road and you come up over the hill and I mean 7,200, it is fucking enormous, man. But the flagpole itself is 100 foot taller than the Statue of Liberty, so it's
Yeah.
big. You
No,
know,
no,
it's the
I've
it's the flagpole that's the largest flagpole. But anyway, what?
yeah, yeah, that is a I've seen the flagpole on the internet, and yeah, it looks huge, and I'm sure like Google Images doesn't even do justice of what it looks like in person. Um,
The weirdest thing about it is it is on a campus for a company called Acuity, and this property, Acuity, is an insurance company, and like looking at it, it's this huge fucking sprawling campus. I mean, it looks like fucking I don't even know the square footage of the property, but it's like it's an insurance company campus that owns and houses this really huge and unnecessarily expensive flagpole. I don't know. It's like this is what we pay insurance for, kind of thing. That's what it looks. You know what I mean? That's kind of the vibe it gives me as you're driving by, looking at it. Like, oh, that's what insurance pays for. You know.
yeah.
But
Um, Skunky Brewster wants to know, did you stop at the Bong Recreation Center?
I thought long and hard about it because I've seen that sign so many times now, and I want to know what the fuck it is. But no, I traffic was rough between um Manitowoc and Wisconsin or Milwaukee, and I'm like, I don't want to stop. I just didn't want to stop.
Yeah,
But yeah, good.
and I mean, I'll tell you what, from like I've bought illegal weed in Colorado, or rather, like my friends and I, uh, like we split the money to get some
Right.
the last time I was there, and yeah, it is expensive, and not only that, but like I don't know about how it is in Wisconsin, but in Denver, it's like going into basically like a bank vault. Like there's security like in the door, like you're on camera all the time, like
Yeah.
and then like the dispensary like I went to, like there were like big burly dudes that looks like they looked like they could be like undercover cops or something.
Yeah, like bouncers.
They weren't, but
Yeah.
like yeah, and it's
Well,
like
go ahead. I'm sorry.
and it's like geez, this because like the common misconception is that like going to a weed dispenser is just like going to your local convenience store to pick up a 6 pack or whatever, and
No.
it's
Yeah, no, it's
not
not.
even
And
close.
even still, and it's not legal in Wisconsin, but it is legal in Illinois, where I had to pass through. You know, um, and even there, like it's still cash only. And like if you don't have a medical card, you're limited. You have to like go in through a separate door, or there's like separate doors for segregated. So medical card versus non-medical card prices are more expensive for people without a medical card. But Yeah, I didn't even go into the fucking place. My buddy's got the medical card, and I looked at the menu on the website. I'm like, that one looks good. Let's try that.
Yeah.
You know, so and quite frankly, I hate the government and taxes and shit. So I prefer to just buy weed off of you know, tax free. But it is nice to have the because this shit's. I mean, it's like designer. It is really nice. I'm not gonna lie. But the other thing that I did is for the first time in 10 years, I bought a fucking skateboard. I haven't ridden a skateboard in a long time, and while I was on vacation, I was 200 feet from a really nice little fucking skate park, and while sitting around bored, I'm like, so I did that. I rode a lot of skateboard over the last week and a half, which was fun, but my hips feel it, man. I was-
Did to quote Napoleon Dynamite, did you take it off any sweet jumps?
No, I'm like a fish out of water, kind of, or at least I was for several days. I felt like a little kid again. I'm like, because I mean I lived on a fucking skateboard from the time I was like 12 to 25 or so. I just my board got stolen at one point. I'm like, fuck it. I got more important things to spend money on. So yeah, that's about the extent of my the exciting. Oh, other than uh, oh man, I don't want to. Okay, well let's just put it this way. In Manitowoc, where I was, there's a heavy like Hmong Chinese population, right? Um, and I didn't know what that meant. Chinese people are Chinese, but apparently that's like the chubby Chinese. So there's a lot of them out there, and I met a few females, especially. It seems to be. I thought it was unique to this one individual, but it seems like all of the female Asians out there, they sound both Asian and kind of autistic, and kind of like 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 Midwestern. I can't even put my finger on it, but there's a lot of like with the trouble with Oz as well as being very Chinesey sounding. It's I I can't recreate it, and I couldn't get the gumption to record anybody talking. But that was a source of a lot of joy for me over the last week. Internally.
You need to so in that case then I assume, in fact I know that based on what you just said, you have not seen the movie Gran Torino with
Oh no, I haven't.
with
No, I
Clint
haven't.
with Clint Eastwood. I mean
I haven't, but I should.
it's that movie's been out for probably like 10 years or so now. It's a great movie, but it's always been memed, and it's basically Clint Eastwood plays this old
Racist.
yeah,
Right?
racist based as fuck war vet who his neighborhood gets like
Get the hell off my lawn.
yeah, his whole neighborhood is filled with Hmong people, and your description
Oh.
of them is like is like completely accurate too. So
Oh. Well, it was fun for me, I'm gonna have to watch that.
yeah,
But yeah, it was cool. It was cool, man.
you can start referring to them as oh damn, I need a bleep. I'm probably gonna need a bleep, but at this point, Gook American is the term that he
Yeah, we do need a soundboard, man.
that he yeah. But anyway, well, while you were gone, all sorts of shit happened. And you want to know what's weird is, once again, internet blood sports has collided with IRL, like actual real world shit, because apparently Chris Chan
Oh yes.
had gotten he got like arrested for basically raping his 80-year-old mother, I guess. And I'm really not that familiar with Chris Chan and that whole internet lore outside of like you and then Alex, the guy from Versa who's into that stuff. But I mean, like I'm like I'm kind of a Norman when it comes to that stuff, but also not really. But
Yeah, dude. Well, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
but all I was gonna say was it was hilarious to watch like these completely normal people like be like, who is Chris Chan? And everyone kind of from our side of the web was like, you don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Trust
You
me.
don't want to know. Yeah, you don't want to know.
Trust me. So this kind of leads me to, I guess, our topic for discussion. Just like what the hell do you think is going on? And like, yeah, let's just
I
start
mean,
there.
look, Chris is the internet's first real lolcow, man. I mean, he's the genesis has been going on, and I am not an OG. I mean, I've been aware of Chris Chan for a long time, and I've seen some of the lore, especially old Medicare videos and stuff. But what's going on is, I mean, it's kind of the meme is that the dimensional merges are happening, but I it seems to be the facts are that Chris Chan was involved with some person, this female person who seems to have leaked his these messages that alleging him raping his fucking elderly dementia-ridden grandmother or mother. This woman who he was in contact with is apparently also like incestuous and boils hamsters, and I saw some weird shit going on about that. So yeah, I what's going on is what I mean, I guess was bound to happen at some point eventually, if not with Chris Chan, then somebody. But you know, yeah, I saw that he's not getting into a female prison though, and people are upset about that
Yeah,
for
yeah.
some reason.
Well. See, and this is also where like shit begins to get really weird because there were rumors that he was going to go into like a women's
I thought he would.
prison.
I thought for sure he would.
Oh yeah,
Honestly,
and there were people rooting for it, but thank God our structure is still intact enough, and it does give me some hope, what little hope I have left, that they were like, nope, he's not going into a women's prison. So, um, it was hilarious though to watch like Charlie Kirk on Twitter, who has absolutely no idea like what any of this internet stuff is, to be like, condemning like some random legal person, like some random lawyer for saying that Chris Chan should be in a women's prison. Uh, so,
yeah.
uh,
Honestly, in my opinion, I was really hoping that they would send him to a women's prison, just because that would be, to me, would be the funniest, the funniest route to take. Because if they charge him as a woman, um, incest is not illegal between a mother and daughter in whatever state he's in. I was reading, so that if they would have put like acknowledged like, yeah, he's a woman, right off the bat, and put him in a woman's prison, that would have all but guaranteed he'd been let off on the technicality.
yeah,
But yeah, so I mean, I don't look. I mean, that's the joke, but there's real people involved here. And that poor old fucking woman, like, that's fucking disgusting. So,
yeah,
you know, I don't know what Chris deserves, but yeah, it's the shit show the internet deserves right now, I guess. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, and as I always tell people, like, like this is the internet and the real world like colliding together too. What's also what's also funny is somehow my friend who works in Washington, who you know, like he has no idea like what any of this internet stuff is. But then I guess because of the Chris Chan thing, like he found out who Ethan Ralph was, like through like through a related Google search, and it was like one of those things like, if you're interested in Chris Chan, then you might also be interested in, like one of those types of deals that Google does. So like I've had to explain to people like who Ethan Ralph is, what do I know about Ethan Ralph, and it's been hilarious to watch, e-drama collide with the real world once again. So
I was muted. Sorry. Yeah, the that's like the meme. The dimensional rift is happening.
yeah,
The two worlds are. You know what I mean? Like the 4chan, the fucking the shit poster world is colliding with the real world. A decade in the making. Chris Chan is our dark horse.
absolutely. And I'm not sure if you have seen this. You probably, because you've been gone all this time. But guess who else is back in kind of the spotlight? A locale
Who's that?
that you and I both know, kind of, sort of.
Oh, there's lots of them. Go on.
Well, basically, Baked Alaska challenged Mersh.
Oh, I did see that. Go on.
To a fight. Okay, so you did see.
I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw like scrolling through Twitter. I never actually saw any clips, but I just saw a mention of it. So I haven't actually seen any call out or anything yet. I need to find that.
I'm pulling up Alan's video, and of course it gives me so much joy that like Alan would be one of the first people to clip this. I guess this is actually a new video, but let me see if I can. Let me go into Discord. Share the screen. Okay, so
Excuse me.
I think you should be able to see this probably, right?
Hold on. Yep.
Okay. So this is a new video that Alan did. I'm not sure if this is the original. I haven't seen this yet, but Mersh seals his fate. Fight night Tampa. So.
From Revenge of the Sith.
What the? What's going on, buddy? How you doing? How you doing?
Who it is, Merch?
This is Tampa. Wow.
Look how fucking fat he is.
Yeah. Damn, you're fat as fuck. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah. No, I'm great.
You ain't showing that light.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, Alan. Holy shit, that is awesome.
Yeah, Johnny Arcade sent that to me at the end of the show last week, and we were all laughing at that. And like to his credit, like even some of the RTC people have been making fun of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And so I
that just happened a few days ago, right? Like within a week.
Yeah,
didn't it?
Yeah, that happened. That literally happened like last Saturday. I think.
Oh.
If I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, it might have happened like beforehand, but because I was doing the show and I was getting ready to wrap up whatever I was talking about last week, and Johnny pops in the chat. I mean, he had been there, but he goes, "Oh my God, Sam." He did the whole Sammy thing.
Sammy. Yeah.
And he's like, he's like, did you see the confrontation between Mersh and Baked Alaska? And I was like, no. So he sent me that clip, and Alan edited in the seals or
Of course,
whatever. Yeah, the otters into that. But yeah, that clip was going around, pretty much all of this week. So
Well, it looks like Alan just uploaded it today.
well, yeah, I mean the re-upload, but I mean like the original, and that like original 30-second clip, like that's been out there. And then let me go to not Andy's random edits, but Angie's random edits.
What the
I
hell?
guess
Ripping off Andy?
I think she's been around either like the same amount of time he has, or longer. From what I've heard, I don't know, but okay. So yeah, so we also watched this video last week. So Baked Alaska
Yeah, it was a week ago. Yeah.
issues a challenge to Merch, and
Baked, it's Pod Awful.
500 views.
Let's get
every
that
single
fight
time.
going. Hell yeah! Is that really you? Let's fucking go,
Everyone in the
dude.
world knows
If
who's
that's
Bars.
you, I want Pod
Millions of
Awful
views.
to
Millions of views.
be the
servers
announcer.
won't even
Maybe
be
like
able to
Pod
keep
Awful
up.
and Ralph or some shit. I don't know if you guys get.
am I the one who finds these glasses like incredibly like retarded looking, or something? I know they're ski mask glasses, but
The Pit Viper glasses.
yeah.
Well, look, dude, there's some weird shit going on, man, because we talk about these internet people and like how it's a niche, but Baked Alaska has somehow been on the forefront of this Pit Viper and mullet resurgence of the mullet, and like Pit Vipers becoming a thing. I mean, out here in the middle of nowhere, there are tons of kids both with mullets and rocking fake Pit Vipers, because Pit Vipers are fucking expensive. They're the same fucking, you know what I mean, like fake Oakleys. They look exactly the same.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what the fuck is going on there, but
Well, I saw a kid in the middle of July wearing ski pants and Vipers, and I'm like, it's July and it's in Florida. Why are you dressed like you're going to go snowboarding in fucking Florida? It doesn't make any sense. But I guess this guy is responsible for that trend now. So
yeah, well, either that or
But-
whatever. Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
It'd be great to have both of you.
I respect that. Let's go. Thank you.
It'd be crazy. It is. Email me, podawful Gmail. Okay. Hey. What? Serge? I think Serge. Can someone just DM me his email, and we'll make it happen. Let's go. Shout out to Pod Awful, by the way. Fucking dope ass dudes. They had me on their podcast back in back with Brittany Venti back in like 2017. So Mersh would never box Baked. Why not? He said he was gonna fight me.
Hey, chat.
I challenged him to a fight last night.
We're a
He
right-wing,
waddled his
like,
fucking
crazy
penguin ass away.
popcorn
Dude,
shit. Oh, yeah.
guys, here's the thing. Like, I knew that people were. I knew that Mersh was fat. I didn't know he was that fat.
Really? From Revenge of the Sith.
What the?
What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
What are you doing?
Who it is, Merch?
Wow.
Look who you're talking to.
Yeah. Damn, you're fat as fuck. Holy shit.
I mean, let's be fair. You're
Yeah.
on camera.
No, I'm great.
You ain't showing that light.
Oh yeah, why don't you fight me, bitch? Talk some more shit. Yeah.
I mean, are you trying to do that right now?
Yeah. Oh, he runs like a coward. Oh, like a coward. Fucking coward. Fat fuck. Mersh like a coward. He won't fight me. Dude, I couldn't believe he's so fucking fat. This
He
guy's
is.
been
He
talking
is
shit to
way
me on the
fatter than I
internet
thought he was,
for
dude.
like
Yeah, he's also like I thought the ball thing was just kind of a joke because like he doesn't look like bald, but yeah, like from behind there, like yeah, he is he is starting
Dude,
to
I'm
bald.
sorry. I
And
didn't mean it.
and he
Yeah. Well, most of us start to go bald, but you just can't try to pretend you're not. You know? Go ahead.
mm-hmm.
Past 5
I was
years.
gonna say though,
Holy shit.
before we continue, if I remember correctly, because I follow so many people on Twitter that follow Mersh. I swear I saw him talking about going to the gym a lot recently and complaining about GNC selling like sugar pills instead of supplements because he's like taking them and working out and not seeing like I'm getting stronger, I'm just not seeing the gains or some shit like that. Dude, I don't know if that's true. I may be misremembering, but yeah, that's really funny to me. Let's see where this goes.
Well,
'cause I haven't seen it.
what's funny is when I interviewed him on this show a couple of years ago now, I actually asked him like, and I just like completely like asked him random questions like this wasn't planned at all, but like I asked him like how he like if he had ever like fought someone like in a bar fight or something, just because like he always had like those types of stories, and he would be like, he was just
Bruce,
like.
Stay puffed marshmallow. Hell yeah.
Oh shit,
That's fucking good.
Brew might have just created another. Oh god, she just created another internet meme. Oh shit, I know
Hell
that
yeah.
I know that Alan is gonna watch this if he isn't already. I because I'm assuming that Alan is just like lurking, in the stream, but he's not commenting. And I guarantee that either he or someone else who watches this will turn this into a meme, most likely.
I'm gonna post that on Twitter. That's funny shit. All right, let's go.
I just challenged him to a fight. Pussy ass bitch! Pussy ass bitch! He said something.
If he challenged to a fight,
Yeah.
you knew who he was. Why did you even
Huh?
say it? Why didn't
What?
you just clean this clock and then say motherfucker?
Because I'm on probation. So you can't do things like that. It was fucking.
And I do want to bring up like people make fun of Mersh, and whatnot for not getting involved in the fight, but that actually is a good point because Baked is like on probation / like pending criminal charges for the whole January 6th skirmish. So like the fact that like Mersh walked away from the confrontation, I actually think is smart, to some extent. I think he was.
Well, of course it's smart. I mean, like you can't just like get in a fight with someone because they're talking shit to you.
Well, I think that's kind of what the internet was hoping for, though, and that's what they.
Well,
were.
of course.
So.
Yeah, I mean, with no cameras, in the old days, sure, like you wouldn't let someone talk shit to you, but with everything being recorded, that's not going to hold up in a court of law, and you're going to get in trouble.
Well, and especially since I actually realized the other day that like on this show, on the Whitfield Report, you and I have actually covered Baked Alaska a whole bunch on this show without really intending to, with the RV6,
Yeah,
stuff.
that was a lot of Scorpio though, man. Scorpio was fucking. There was a hot minute there. Scorpio was like he was obsessed with the RV6 shit.
Yeah.
And that was mostly the hug boxes we were talking about. But yeah, we did talk about them a bit.
But yeah, it was but yeah, I mean like, to his credit, like, Biggs might have pulled out a can of mace on Mersh or something like that. So
Yeah, right.
who knows?
But you know what? But you know what should happen? That's true. They should sanction a motherfucking fight. The whole, Warski, Tonka saw type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
raise
and, like,
money for that shit. They would, dude. They would fucking clean up if they just, you know what I mean? Just agreed to it.
yeah,
Make
and
so much
then
money.
and like hell, people have asked me like if it's in Florida, if I'll watch it, and I said on Interest of Stuff the other night that I will that if someone wants me to, I will referee that thing in my wheelchair, just like be in the middle of them, like refereeing the thing, like Alan can just be there like ringside, like, you know, filming and stuff. I guarantee that if this happens, this will probably be the way to get Alan to come to Florida. Probably.
Shit.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
that would be very fun.
But
Crazy. Like, this dude is the fattest motherfucker I've ever seen. Like his fat is just like protruding out of his body. Like his body type is not supposed to be fat, but this motherfucker eats so much. It's crazy. I was, yeah, he's like pregnant fat. Like I was just shocked. I was like, holy shit, because like on the show you just see his fucking face. So I was like, oh, like maybe he's a little chubby or something, like. But like I saw him in person, and it was fucking rough. And the crazy thing is, this dude spends years talking shit about me. He spends years talking shit about me, and yet I call him out. He couldn't even say anything to my face. He wouldn't fight me. He wouldn't, you know, stand up. So I gave a formal fight invitation to Mersh. I'm giving him 60 days. 60 days, October 1st. Let's do the fight. It'll be a boxing match. We'll stream it and all that. Tampa, Florida. Let's make it happen. So,
Hell yeah.
You guys got to press him. Because I'm down. I'm going to be there. If he shows or not, you know, October 1st. So,
and Mersh,
press him about it.
I challenge your boyfriend, Mersh. I challenge your boyfriend to boxing.
60-day notice. You definitely won that exchange. Yeah, I know. I had boxing gloves in the car. I was ready to fight him right there on the street. But
I have no idea who that blonde wannabe like Milo like Gandalf you know, mashup. I have no idea who that guy is, but I mean,
it's just one of the new characters in Baked's lineup.
Yeah, one of the new posse. I mean, I can understand Mersh, but Royce, I don't really get why anyone would want to fight Royce. But
nah,
I'm
sure it's just proximity to Mersh, you know.
Yeah, and
I'm sure it's just a meme.
And I love how no one in that circle even knows who Royce is. They just call him like Mersh's boyfriend or something. So,
gonna waddle away like a fucking bitch. So let's organize it now. You made his friends laugh at him for being fat. I know exactly. Like my Carl, the streamer. Carl's friends with Mersh, and like he even messaged me. He's like, "Damn, Mersh is fucking fat." And he's like, "And you're a January 6th defendant." He's like, "He's gotta leave you alone, man. Like you're an American hero." So even his friend Carl's calling him fucking fat ass.
Yeah, so that's kind of the that's basically what has happened up to this point with this chapter of Localdom. So,
you know what's funny, man, is click back into that video. You don't have to play it, but bring up like a side profile of Mersh, like it's you know, like
Baked. It's Pod Awful.
like wherever.
Let's get that.
Scroll through it to where
the confrontation.
Because if I maybe misremember, maybe the Stay Puffed thing is sticking in my head, but I want to know if I'm remembering correctly, and he's wearing like a fucking medium shirt with all that fat underneath there, because it. There we go. Look at, dude. Why would you wear a shirt that fucking tight? Why would you wear a shirt that tight when you're that fat, man? Come on. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Okay, so I wasn't misremembering.
No, I mean, and look, I mean, I will give Mersh like credit because he usually wears like the white like Miami Vice like style blazer, and that does.
Hold on. He's wearing a fucking Cobra Kai shirt. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
Oh my God! Yeah.
That is funny. Given the confrontation. Wow, that's
that's also
beautiful.
That's also pretty funny considering that like he makes fun of like people who are into nerd culture like that, and yet he's wearing a Cobra Kai shirt like that.
Yeah, no mercy. I didn't say nothing, man. Fucking, that's incredible.
You forgot the sound of vaping into the mic.
Yeah, right. No, I learned that a long time ago. I'll eat into the mic, but vaping into the mic is rude.
Imagine, Apex. Imagine if you and I get like hired to do like ESPN style commentary for the fight, like Joe Rogan and the other guy who does UFC. That would be really funny. So
we could just do it anyway, you know.
It would be even funnier to bring whiskey into the commentary, and he could just be like, "Ooh, that's right," or something like that. So, but so yeah, that is the Mersh saga kind of rolled into, yeah. And then let's see. I feel like there was another internet locale thing that I saw that made me think of you, and now I can't really remember what it is. So hey, the governor of New York could be getting indicted. Oh, you back?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi died. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You were saying?
I was just saying. So yeah, that's the Mersh saga up to this point. Pretty crazy. So, and honestly, there's not much else in the news other than the fact that like New York's governor might be getting the axe soon, which is kind of I don't want to say it's funny, but like I knew Cuomo was Italian, but I never, like, I'd seen photos of him, but he sounds like a fucking mafia boss, literally.
Yeah, he tries to, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he sounds like a bad, like a wannabe mafia boss, but still, like, yeah, that's his whole entire attitude of, it would be a real shame if you didn't wear your mask and we had to close your business down. So
yeah,
okay, let's see.
I saw an interesting bit of news a couple of days ago. I just sent you a link into DMs, and I tweeted about it, and it may not be that interesting. I find it pretty eyebrow raising. But a couple of days ago in Michigan, the Air Force did forget it. The way they word it is one of the things that bothers me. But they did a testing aircraft, and they landed a couple of A-10 fucking Thunderbolts close air support attack vehicles on a Michigan highway for the first time ever.
Oh shit! Yeah, I did see about the. I did see something about this a few days ago. Like I didn't read into it too closely, but yeah, it was on the news thing on my phone. Um,
And so, I mean, just one of the quotes here from Air Force Colonel James Rossi, who says that quote, our efforts are focused on our ability to train the warfighter in any environment across the continuum so our nation can compete, deter, and win today and tomorrow, end quote. So, like, they're training on American soil, landing planes on our highways, which admittedly a lot of them were built to be able to accommodate that originally. But it's just as odd to me, you know, like,
you mean like they could be preparing for like urban warfare here?
well, it does kind of seem like if they're, you know, it's like they're expecting to be fighting on American soil, almost, you know what I mean? Like, why would you be practicing here if you didn't think to? And I mean, we've done this. It says in the article that we've done this across Europe and the rest of the world for a long time, where we use public roads as runways and shit. But yeah,
Yeah,
it gives me some weird vibes, I guess, is all.
yeah. Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because like I remember I read like some like military like magazine blog that like talked how like after 9/11 uh like a bunch of like these SEAL team like type programs were doing like urban combat training missions like in like dark alleys of metropolitan cities at night, like doing like urban combat here in the country. So yeah, I mean it definitely is a thing here, I guess. But yeah. The other thing that's kind of weird is, did you see there's like a proposal for like there's something with the new infrastructure bill where like the government wants to mandate that like basically all new cars will have like a breathalyzer in them.
I didn't see that.
Let me try and see if
That's pretty funny. You know, something I found, one of the things I found interesting about
we lost.
type of thing.
Oh, you're
Uh-oh.
back.
Did you lose me? Oh,
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, you're back now. That was my connection, not yours. So.
Uh, um, um,
And when you were traveling in Wisconsin, Milwaukee was pretty cool, and then
I'm losing you now.
you were saying that
Yeah.
Milwaukee was pretty cool, and then
Yeah, but no, there was a point I was gonna make about Wisconsin and that's right, their love of fucking alcohol. Um, I was they do like carry out sell cold alcohol within like 10 or 15 miles of the interstate. So like if you want, are you still there, Sammy?
yeah, I'm still here.
Because you're frozen.
I
Oh damn it.
oh
God damn it. Okay, cool.
I'm still here.
um yeah, no, I don't know. Just like they love their booze up there, and I saw someone walking out with of a bar with like would look like at a bar in Wisconsin. I thought that was wild. I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. I mean, I know that they
So I
have.
guess
I know they have the same deal in New Orleans.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, Wisconsin loves their fucking beer, man. That's for sure, and cheese.
Yeah, that is true for sure. Looks like I'm gonna have to close some windows here because it was saying YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain. Is anyone having buffering issues on stream, or is that just us?
On the stream.
Johnny wants to know how the Ram Ranch road trip was.
Yeah, seems to be all right. Oh man, it was good, Johnny. Oh
Yeah,
well, but so yeah, breathalyzers in cars. I'm sure there won't be ways around that.